You think you know Mr. Robot? Well, here's some things you may not have known about USA's cybersecurity thriller.
Oh, hi. Tyrell Wellick. I'm Senior Vice President Technology.
Elliot. Just a tech.
Mr. Robot is written by screenwriter Sam Esmail. Fascinated by the culture of hackers, he began working on a film script. However, Esmail quickly realized that the story grew into something larger than a film could accommodate. He removed 20 pages of the then 89-page script and reworked it into the pilot episode of what USA Network picked up. Sam Esmail actively tries keeping the script grounded in reality. This is partly due to his own background working in the computer lab at New York University while in college, as well as being creatively stifled by other screenwriters. Quote, "I think I was told numerous times in the industry that nobody wants to watch a guy on a keyboard." To do this, Esmail often recruits the help and consultation of real-world hackers.
I found the configuration file of the rootkit with a pattern of IP addresses. Once you decrypt it, you'll know where the hack came from.
However, there have been some snags along the way. One of the consultants could not be hired because of his criminal hacking past. Several other works served to inspire Esmail while creating Mr. Robot, namely American Psycho, Fight Club, The Matrix, Risky Business, Taxi Driver, Blade Runner, A Clockwork Orange, and even Breaking Bad. Mr. Robot did so well in its first season that the order for 10 episodes for season 2 was quickly up to 12 for its second season. Despite clinching the lead role in Mr. Robot, Rami Malek was teased by the rest of the cast for being the most technologically impaired. Esmail took Malek and his co-stars to several hacking seminars and even hired a typing coach for Malek due to the number of close-up shots of Malek typing. He would practice everywhere, going as far as to carry a keyboard around set with him.
Come on, kid. We got big things in store. Big things.
On the set of Mr. Robot, Malek is known as a prankster, not at all like his character Elliot. Malek filled Carly Shaken's trailer full of her character Darlene's favorite candy, gummy bears. Quote, "It was a heavy scene and I wanted her to be comfortable. I wanted her to have a lightness before we filmed. I covered her trailer with them. There was even a 5-pound one. It was epic, so much fun, and right before our huge scene." In the show's very first episode, when Elliot meets Mr. Robot on the train, you can see Sam Esmail in the reflection of the window beyond Mr. Robot. Coney Island acts as the base for the hacking group F Society, and as such, is heavily featured. In order to film in an empty Times Square, production attempted to have it shut down, but that wasn't possible. So they merely waited until around midnight, right before the weekend of the 4th of July, in the hopes the locale would be at its emptiest. The rest of the show is filmed in and around Manhattan and Brooklyn. For as much of Mr. Robot is about hacking, it's equally about mental health. The cast takes the matter very seriously and tries to treat it with the gravity and respect it so painfully deserves. Christian Slater has opened up to this matter, stating, quote, "It takes away that sense of feeling and being alone. There's another responsibility of our industry to shed light on certain things and expose it and just remind people that they're not unusual."
Because we're cowards. Fuck society.
Elliot, you're not saying anything. What's wrong?
Malek apparently watched the films Pi and Taxi Driver to get into the headspace of Elliot, whereas actor Martin Wallstrom, who plays Tyrell, watched American Psycho and read books on climbing the corporate ladder. And here's a bonus one. The operating system Elliot uses is Linux. His home PC runs Kali Linux with a GNOME desktop. Typically, the programming languages employed by Elliot and Darlene are both Python and Ruby. Esmail insisted on getting everything shown on screen as accurately as possible for fear of considerable backlash from true hackers. Quote, "There was a moment where I was like, if we don't do our jobs right, we'll get trolled. Thankfully, so far, we've gotten a lot of support from the hacking community."
For what you did to him, you ever think you deserved it?
I didn't do anything to him. I was trying to help him.
For betraying his trust?
I was 8 years old.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know TV. Make sure you subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.